Sometime when the 2020s, two geeks from social media formed an alliance to bring you geek news from across the Nostalgiaverse. They are Jacob's Toys and SuperSorrell, bringing you a weekly live show, toy, TV and movie reviews, special guests, opinions, tangents, and bad impressions, reveals, releases, thoughts, maybe dreams. Now prepare for the Geek Week in Review.
Right. It's so epic. Hello. Welcome to the Geek Week in Review special episode. Now, of course, HASBRO 1027 has just taken place. So we are just jumping on board and doing a quick live stream to just go through the reveals, talk about them with you guys. If you're new to the stream, check us out on our regular weekday slot where we talk about the Geek Week in Review, basically, with me, Jacob's Toys, and of course, the wonderful one and only SuperSorrell. You would think after 100 and however many episodes, I'd know which way to point so that it points
I always get it wrong.
every week. He's like he's there. And it's a busy weekend as well, isn't it? Because you've got a couple of cons that you're going to.
I'm at back-to-back conventions all weekend. So tomorrow I'm at HorrorCon in Hull, and then on Sunday I'm at Lincolnshire Comic Con. So yeah, back-to-back Saturday and Sunday for me.
That's mad.
So I've got to be up at 4. I've got to be up at 4. I'm doing this now. I've got to be up at 4.
I'm the same. I'm off to MCM in the morning, and I've got to get up early to get over there as well. So it's yeah. But hey, 1027 has taken place, so we're jumping on board and we're talking about it.
Do you know what the fun part is? Before we even get on to 1027, there's been some other cool stuff drop as well that I just have to share with you.
Yep. Go for it.
Finally got a little sneak peek at what Valaverse is up to with the White Dragon. The Legend of the White Dragon. So we finally saw some figures from that. I'm going to say I'm excited to get that Tommy Oliver figure in hand. I know it's not Tommy Oliver, but it will be to me.
It is, isn't it? I mean, it's cool because I've noticed as well a lot of the third party kind of head creators and stuff like that are starting to put out White Dragon head casts and stuff of various different people. So yeah, I'm really excited to see these. They look quite good, but that looks like a digital render to me.
I think it is, to be fair.
Yeah, it was. I only saw it as a small picture, so I only kind of glanced at it. But either way, I mean, that's a very cool looking, very, very cool. Yeah.
And tell you what else, tell you what else leaked out today that we just have to share with people. No. Terrifier 3's poster that is going out with Terrifier 2, because that's coming back to cinemas on November 2nd or 1st, and you're going to be able to see a 2-minute trailer for the Terrifier 3 if you go to the cinema to see it. And
nice.
Terrifier 3 from this poster is clearly going to be a Christmas movie.
Yeah, you can. It's clearly let's do a Christmas one. Let's do a Christmas one.
A random Christmas horror movie.
I got to jump on the comments very quickly. Andy H, let's do a sweepstake in the chat. What time during Sunday stream does Sorrell or Jacob doze off?
It's always me.
This weekend. Yeah, I don't know. But there we go. So yeah, right. Let's talk 1027 then.
No, we're not there yet. We've still got 2 more. We've still got awesome stuff. We've still got these bad boys that sold out. May I just say, within an hour, I did not get one. I was in the queue and I did not get. Nope. I jumped on the queue at 7, like everyone. I was 125th in line. And by the time it rolled around to me, I just got the message from Mattel saying, sorry, it sold out. They sold out so fast. But yeah, the living Monster High versions of Jack and Sally, these sold out so fast. They were in a 2-pack. To get them to the UK, it would have only been about £100, which isn't bad for 2 dolls, especially Monster High ones that usually in the stores run about 30 quid a piece. Yeah. So I mean, that's not bad for her, for limited edition ones.
They're a weird one as well, because obviously they're not doing anything with these characters, are they? They're just literally like a Monster High version of the characters.
Yeah, so they've kept them, sometimes they do a bit of, when they did the Chucky and Tiffany one, they kind of made Chucky a girl character because the Monster High dolls are predominantly a girls' toy line.
Yeah.
But with this one, they kept it true to the original source material. I suppose they're already monsters in the first place. So there's not much to change.
No.
So I think they've just left the traditional Tim Burton look to them. But yeah, they're sold out so quick.
They are cool. I'm not surprised though. But what with the 30th anniversary of the film, like the merchandise is everywhere. So to get something like Monster High to do something like a tie-in, I'm not surprised. I am surprised that Diamond Select haven't done something more significant. I really am. I don't know whether that's because of licensing rights or whatever, but obviously Diamond Select, for anyone that doesn't know, have a huge back catalogue of really, really awesome Nightmare Before Christmas figures. I have 98% of.
Yeah, I'm thinking Mattel must have the most up-to-date licensing because they're producing the Monster High dolls. They've made the little peoples now as well. You know, the little weird people thing. They've made them, and they've also made the little minis that you can get in B&M. It's like a pack of about 6 minis. They're also by Mattel. So I think Mattel must have the most up-to-date licensing for the 30th, maybe, along with Disney.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know, but I just found it really odd. I really did, because they have re-released some figures as like to mark the 30th, but there was nothing new, and I was just I was a bit upset. I was a bit disappointed. I would like to have added a couple more of the monsters and from residents of Halloween Town. But yeah, hey ho.
And then the final bit before we jump on 1027, I just had to jump on this guy. This could be the figure that slightly pulls me back into DC a little bit. They're releasing a brand new Lobo. And he comes with his awesome looking bike, and he even includes his little doggy. But not only that, you can also get him with his guitar. Oh yeah!
Wow!
So he's got 2 head sculpts, which is awesome. The dog with his little headpiece and everything. The bike. That's just a cool set, isn't it?
That is a very cool set. That really is. Yeah, that's cool. And there's lots of talk at the moment about Lobo as well coming into the movies, and
Jason Momoa.
Yeah, he's really kind of darting around it, but let's be honest, like
he's the perfect fit. He's big enough, he's tall enough, and he looks like him.
Yeah, I was gonna say you literally
there's no other human alive.
White face paint on him, and he's Lobo. Like it's and it'll be good. It'll be a good film for him as well. I reckon it'll be a good character shift for him. Yeah. So 1027. So for anyone that doesn't know, 1027 is a Hasbro Pulse kind of Pulse membership only convention. So they started this a few years ago after they started doing PulseCon a lot more. And then basically with the Hasbro Pulse premium membership, they decided to do an extra convention, like a pre-recorded extra convention that gives you a handful of kind of reveals or a deeper look into
hang on, it's pre-recorded, Jacob. Is it pre-recorded?
This year the parts of it were this year, and I only know that because
the whole thing always is. It just they always like to pretend it's live, don't they?
Yeah, but I know for a fact because they made a big thing out of it, because so many, like there was a handful of them traveling to London. But yeah, they were like kind of like, okay, well we've done this. But yeah, so it is what it is. But it's quite cool, and it's always a little bit. I mean, the stuff doesn't stay quiet. I think the only kind of real benefit of being a Pulse member, if you like, is that you can get to watch a live stream, but also you get like an hour window to pre-order stuff before other people. So, swings and roundabouts.
It's the first one I've not seen, actually. I normally sit through these things, but it's the first one I didn't sit through because I'm not a Pulse member anymore.
No, I didn't see it. I did not watch it live. I was just.
Well, that's the end of the podcast. We'll see you all on Sunday.
Yeah, I just put the outro on. But no, I didn't. I was literally following along on other like Marvelous News, Toy Arc, all those kind of websites, just where they were posting stuff. So, which one should we start with? Because they covered a few different brands: Star Wars, Transformers, Ghostbusters, Marvel. Which one do you want to start with?
Let's start with Marvel.
Cool.
Make mine Marvel.
This is a cool one.
So they gave us three figures, didn't they, in this wave? There'll be more in this wave, I'm sure. There's only 3 figures now so far, but there's got to be a wave of 6, surely.
My guess is we're going to see the next 3 tomorrow at MCM. That's what they've saved. That's my guess.
Not gonna lie, first time I've actually in about ever since, well, I'll tell you, Blade made me go ooh, and then tonight, the Jack-o'-lantern made me go ooh.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, that Spider-Man, that Last Stand Spider-Man, I kind of like it.
Well, okay, let's work our way across the screen. So Jack-o'-lantern, obviously it's based on his kind of classic look, isn't it?
You would do. It's not in order. You would do that. There we go.
I was trying to go in order. So first things to note is they're on the Spider-Man animated show kind of card back, the animated show, not animated show, but they use the logo and all that kind of stuff. But they're on those kind of retro cards. But this is like your classic Jack-o'-lanterns. We did have a Jack-o'-lantern figure come out, I want to say like 2014, something like that.
Yeah.
He was a really skinny. He was cool fit. He was a cool figure.
I still got him.
Yeah, I literally just let him go. Where I've cleared out a few of my figures, I literally let him go a couple of weeks ago. But yeah, I mean, this is a cool one. The thing I do like from looking at it is that the little bombs come off of his belt as well. They look like they're all detachable. But yeah, it's a fun figure. It is a fun figure. I thought you would like it because of the flaming pumpkin.
It's the character itself, Jack-o'-lantern. It's like the Green Goblins. I always like the Green Goblin characters and the Hobgoblin, and
yeah,
I've always liked the Goblins and stuff. And to me, this guy just fits in with them, with his pumpkin head. But it's the pumpkin head I'm after. I'm not gonna lie. That body I'm not particularly fussed for. I'll probably give him a custom body for my version. But I like, I think that body would be good for a Green Goblin custom. To be fair.
Yeah.
But it does look cool. I can't lie. It does look really cool. I will be buying that one. That's the first Marvel Legend I'll probably go out my way to buy.
Now, so he's the one. He out of the three of them, he's the one I'm not going to get.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's
so,
weird.
because obviously I've pulled away from Marvel Legends a bit, and I've I've split out my collection.
He would fit on my horror shelf regardless of whether it's Marvel or not. He would just fit in nicely with all the other pumpkin figures that I've got.
Yeah, that works for you, don't it? But yeah, he's a cool figure. He is a cool figure, and if I was still kind of going really like deep on all the collections, I'd pick him up in a heartbeat. But yeah, I've kind of said to myself, no. So, however, the Scarlet Spider, the Ben Reilly, that's a must-have. That is an absolute must-have. It's one of them figures that's just been due an update for so long. And it's just nice to see that it's all pinless and it's got the articulated toes. The sweatshirt looks a little bit more, like a bit better. The one previously, it wasn't as tattered. It wasn't as, it was just an older figure. It's an old figure now, that Scarlet Spider. So
look at the lower body. Look at the things on his ankles, and you tell me that Deadpool's not in the works on that body.
Oh yeah, hands down. Well, the funny thing is
that is basically the lower half of. Sorry, they're saying that is literally the lower half of a Deadpool figure, isn't it?
Yeah, but I grabbed my previous one just to have a look.
Yeah,
and they literally look like the same part. They don't look like they've changed them at all. They're literally using the same part that they had previously. But either way, I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad because it's cool. It's an updated Scarlet Spider. So yeah, instant buy for me, hands down.
I think it's only a matter of time until the release of Deadpool on that card back, because Deadpool did appear in the animated series very briefly, but on the Spider-Man card back is one. Yeah. Because he did appear in it.
Yeah, it's definitely in. I would say it's in the works. I would probably go as far as saying we're probably going to get a cell shaded Deadpool next.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. But either way, it's a nice fig.
Cool. I think the thing about him as well is that in the comic books, I always thought of him as quite muscly and quite big. And the figure that we had before was obviously on that older, thinner Spider-Man body. So compared to the new versions that we've had, he looked too skinny and he didn't look bulky enough. So yeah, it's a nice update. It's a nice update. But this is a bit of a deep cut.
A bit left field, this one. I like it though.
Obviously, Last Stand Spider-Man is from the comic books. Now, there's a couple of things about this one that I just want to point out. So, he's a lot more pew-pewy in the comic books. Pew-pew. And we haven't got trigger finger. I was trying to say how I could do it without saying anything that might get us flagged. But
surely, though, surely Deadpool trigger fingers could just slot into there quite easily.
We'd think so, but it's just bizarre that we don't get it. However, looking at it, this design is a bit closer to the Gamerverse version.
Mm.
So I think it's kind of it's the
Playing to
same as
both crowds.
the same as the Mark 1 spider armor that we got a little while
Yeah.
back. That was based a lot more off of the design in the game than the design in the comic books. And there was a lot of kind of uproar about kind of, right, well, you've given us it, but you've kind of given us the game version.
Do you think it's because they can get the 3D scans from the game? Because the game, obviously, the company would have to make a 3D model to put it in the game, and then
That's what
Hasbro
I
would
think.
need a 3D model to print them. So I'm thinking they're just not cutting corners, but just being smart and saying, well, the games company that works for us have already made the mold necessarily for us. We've just got to print it with plastic.
Either way, this is
Smart.
it is the Spider-Man. Like it's one of them ones that I always wanted to do a custom of it, but I never kind of got around to it because I was looking for the right jacket piece and stuff like that. But the legs look very much like the Clint Barton Hawkeye that we had.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just a cool Spider-Man. It's just a cool Spider-Man. It's like your old man Peter Parker, essentially.
I like the fact that they could have given us this, but on like an old one, like with older pieces, but they haven't. Like the jacket looks nice and quite new, and it does look good. The jacket piece. It's not like they could have just given us the open jacket like they always do, but they've given us the proper one with the collar up, and they've even gone so far as giving us the biker boots on him.
Yeah,
that come up over the trouser rather than like the traditional style. So they've made this one quite well, I think.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. I do agree. And it's the problem is that where they've kind of updated the Spider-Man mold over the last year or so, it's difficult for them to kind of go back and use the older molds. They have to kind of move forward because otherwise these newer Spider-Man just aren't going to look good in the collections.
Yeah.
So no, I'm pleased. But the two Spider-Man characters are definite buys for me.
Yeah. Just they were nice overall. I liked all of them.
I'm kind of gutted that they're not going to be there tomorrow at MTM to just pick up.
You might be able to see them in the cabinets.
Yeah, exactly. I'll get some pictures and stuff. Talking about reissues and repackages. What's this? The fourth time now for Paz?
And it's still not accurate, but it is what it is. A lot of people still need him for some reason.
What's different about this one?
Nothing.
So why have we got another one?
It's a straight repack, in my opinion. I've not noticed that. I mean, I've been out of the game for a little while, but that one looks identical to what I've got.
I was looking at the paint on them, and there's a couple of
slightly different. Like the blue's a bit darker, the grey, the tan color sort of pops a bit more, the grey's a bit lighter. So there are paint differences, but I mean, in the physical mold, I think is identical.
Oh no, I can't see any difference.
It's just the paint apps.
I can't see any difference. I love the end of the gun though, like the kind of heat element of the end of the gun, and the backpack, like the what's it called, like the gas
thing, gas pack,
whatever it is. The detailing on that is slightly different in regards to the paintwork, but it essentially is the same figure. Like there's not really any difference. And I just think once they did the kind of con exclusive Jon Favreau unmasked head version, like surely that's the pinnacle. Like,
see, I was hoping they would have released this one, but with the Jon Favreau head included, so you could pop the head on under the helmet.
Yeah. There you go, Andy. It's the fifth version. Red box, carbonized credit collection. I forgot about the carbonized one, but yeah, red box, carbonized credit collection, the John F one, the Jon Favreau one, and then obviously this one. So yeah, that's mad. That's mad.
And don't forget, they're going to give us one where he's covered in blood soon for the death scene. That will happen. We'll get another one with slightly beaten up armor.
I'm surprised
we haven't had.
I'm surprised we haven't had this one as one of the Christmas ones yet. this will be the Christmas one next year, like the gingerbread man Paz Vizsla or something like that.
Gingerbread man Paz Vizsla.
Or the Frosty the Snowman or something.
Won't be home for Christmas. Come on, I've got to say it won't be home for Christmas Paz Vizsla.
But no, I think you might be right in the respect of the kind of beaten up one, to get one kind of all battle worn and stuff like that.
I think you'll get one battle one with the red on the end, because the gun, do you remember that, like in the episode where the gun just stops working because it overheats and he has to put it down and it just starts battering him with it. So I reckon we'll get that where the gun's got the red on the end, his arm has like got all shot marks on it, pierce marks. and you'll just have like
Yeah.
a proper like battered version, and they'll call it the Last Stand Paz Vizsla or something.
Vizsla pause from Joby one there. I'm surprised that we didn't get the red on the end of the gun for this one, to be fair, because it was labelled up as the Mandalorian. It would have made more sense to have the red on the gun for this one. But
yeah.
Okay.
Either way, we got him again. One that is a nice one to get again. If I just jump ahead a little bit, would be. I know it's a 2-pack, but I just want to talk about this one in particular. The Mace Windu. Just because we did get a Mace Windu with arm pieces a little while back, but it's nice to get him again.
Yeah.
He needed a little update, so I'm glad they've gone for the updated face and stuff on it. But of course, this time we're getting him as part of a 2-pack, and he's coming with his Legion Trooper as well, which is nice. They did. I think I'm right in saying they came out single-cardedly, didn't they? The Legion Trooper. I'm sure his Trooper came out single-cardedly previously, but I have been out the game for a little while, so I may be wrong.
I don't know. I do know that. Hang on, someone actually did. Oh, it's Joby one mentioned it, that they've not used the new clone mold, which is a shame. Yeah. They've not cloned the 2023 clone. They've used the old clone. But yeah, Annie H has said a perfect thing. It looks like he's a mix of the two figures, and it's just I don't know. It just didn't sit right with me. It really didn't sit right with me. I was just kind of like it looked like it is cool, and obviously to have a Mace Windu figure for for some people, that's, I know when I was collecting Black Series, he was one that I was chasing after for a while, but obviously that was only when there was one version of him out there. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. For their 1027 reveals, it was just a lot of kind of repackages and reuses, and there was nothing that kind of made me go, oh wow, like that's really cool.
Sadly, that has become the Star Wars brand at the moment. It is very much repack, reuse.
And while we're on that subject, we have got to mention as well, and I'm sure we'll touch on it during the show on Sunday, but Starkiller came out as a single pack release.
Oh God!
Literally days after we were talking about it with Joby one on the show, and it came out as a single pack release. I was like, that's madness. That is madness.
Yeah, I ain't got a picture of that one to show off, but yeah, literally, they're releasing him on the single card. Literally, what is it? 2-3 months after the first one's come out.
Yeah, I
Insane.
think the time.
I knew it was coming, and it's good that it's coming because a lot of people did miss out on the big pack because of the cost of it. But I think that is a slap in the face for the fans that did pay out for the big one. I would have liked to have seen them wait at least 6 months for it before they release a figure. There seems to be releasing stuff and then giving us it again within a month's time. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I don't collect as much now. Just because of that, that seems to be the way Hasbro's going, like method moving forward, and I'm not on board with that.
No, I think the time between the Starkiller box set and the single card announcement was even less than the Spider-Man 3-pack. Like it is even less, like half the time. Just quickly touching back on those clones, a couple of people have said in the comments about them not being canon. The 187th Trooper isn't canon in purple. I'll throw this comment up. Andy H. Gem, 187 figure released shown in the Clone Wars was maroon, whereas this purple release thinks is from the games.
I think they've just updated because obviously all the other ones, like they're all the colors of the Jedi. Really, they try and match the Jedi, don't they? So in this instance, I think they've given them the purple look to kind of just match Mace Windu's aesthetic more than anything. But they're completely non-canon.
I'm really surprised that they haven't come up with some kind of, like the droid factory that they do at Disney, like some kind of clone factory where you could buy pieces, or even like where you could just buy
your own clone.
It's what? Build your own clone.
Paint your own clone. They could literally sell just a white clone trooper, and then give kids a pack of paints and just say paint your own clone trooper.
Yeah. Oh, that would be a instant stocking filler, wouldn't it? But I just mean like even for like your kind of more kind of adult collectors, like just a box set like that kind of, you could buy like torsos, you could buy helmets, you could buy the legs, and just kind of build up clones, because obviously you can't have a single clone. And I think that's the problem with these kind of box sets for me, is that you buy this, you're going to have Mace Windu with a clone. It's like, where's the rest of the...
This is, I'm going to say it, and this is not normally something I would say, and Ryan would love it if he was here, But this is where I think Star Wars works best in 3-inch scale, because you can get those like 5 and 6 packs of troopers, and it just looks better on display. Because, like you say, a single stormtrooper looks ridiculous. That's why I had to have an entire freaking shelf of them, because they look stupid on their own. When you've got an army of them stood up, it looks cool, but it costs you a lot in 6-inch plastic.
It was one of the things that pulled me out of the Star Wars kind of Black Series game, was that I was like, I can't just have 2 or 3. Like, I need to have a troop at least. I need to have and I know you can get kind of bootleg ones off of various different sites like AliExpress and stuff like that. But if you're a kind of a diehard, no, it all has to be official. Like, it's, I don't know. It's, it just, and I think that's why the Black Series reveals just kind of I don't know, just felt a little bit sad.
Yeah, and that's like Joe B just said in the comments, that he's hit the nail on the head. I think that is where 375 shines, because it is world building and army building at its finest. And that's what I always loved about 3-inch, when I used to, especially when it used to all be 5 POA. Now that they've gone for the ultra articulated stuff, it's a bit harder. But I used to love the little 5 POAs, because they were about 5 and 6 quid a piece. And you could literally pick them up for like £1 a piece towards end of Christmas, when Toys R Us was getting rid of them all. I used to pick up loads of stormtroopers, so you could have your rebels and then flank them with a load of troopers behind them. And it'd look cool on display. But 6-inch plastic, it gets expensive.
I will be picking up that Starkiller though, just to add to my my very small Star Wars shelf. There's certain characters that I've got to have, and that's one of them. Andor from Rogue One. Yeah.
Digital render as well, isn't it?
Yeah. I was like, okay, cool.
Okay.
I
left that one to last because I've literally got nothing to say about him. He's just there. Yeah, okay.
I'm just like, I'm not sure if we've had an Andor before in the vintage collection.
Yeah, we've had several, I think. I want to say we've had a few now.
Well, that's the thing, is I couldn't remember whether we had or not, and I didn't have time to look it up. But it felt like we had, or we should have at least, because of Rogue One and of course Andor as well. So it didn't excite me. But then you know what our feelings were about Andor anyway. So
my feelings towards Andor and that film Rogue One in general. Not my Star Wars.
So yeah, Joby one said in the comments we've had him with the trench coat in the vintage collection.
I thought so.
Yeah.
The final I think it was final. I don't know if they touched on G.I. Joe or anything on this thing, because again, I didn't get to watch the stream. But HasLab.
Yes.
As we were sort of chatting offline earlier, and we're sort of saying they built this up like over the week, saying something big is coming. And I suppose it is if you bought the pack. If you bought the pack and you've got the wand, and this is the next step, I suppose.
This isn't big though. It's not big. It's small in comparison to the other things. It's it's
not what we were expecting.
No. I just think they could have been cleverer with the choice. I mean, this is a very niche product, and they only need 10,000 backers before, I think it's December 21st or something like that. And it all lights up and makes sounds, and it's all based on movie replica props and stuff. So it's all kind of like to scale and everything like that. And I think if I was collecting, it's very cool.
It is cool because it does come with the foot pump and everything. It does come with the proper, you got the proper pump clip, you've got everything, and you've got the PKE meter that all electronic and works and stuff. So in that respect, I do see why it would be very popular. And I have seen a lot of cosplayers with the HASBRO packs now. Yeah, there's 3 guys in my area that do cosplay, that do the convention scene, and they've got like the official jumpsuits, and now they've got the HASBRO backs and the HASBRO wands. So I'm sure people like that will be picking this up.
Hands down. And I think that's the shame of it, is that this is such a kind of a niche product that those that want it will back it to death. But if it doesn't make it, it's a real shame. But I was hoping for something more playable. Yeah. Like a Firehouse or a Ecto 1 or something. I don't know.
There's always tomorrow. Let's see what tomorrow MCM brings, because they've got a panel tomorrow as well, haven't they?
There is a panel. Emily's not in attendance now. She's not come over from America,
Oh,
and she was going to be the one I was talking to about Ghostbusters. But she's not come over. She hurt her foot or something, so she's not come over. Ben's over there though from the
G.I. Joe team.
Transformers and GI Joe and everything like that. So, but he's predominantly there for Transformers.
So the HasLab is $299, but it's already got 2,000 and some backers, and it only needs 10, and it's already a quarter of the way there.
Yeah, I mean that's really good numbers for what it is, and I think there are enough. I think there are enough people out there that it will get funded. I can't see it not being funded. It'll be interested to I'll be interested to check in on where the backers are before tomorrow, before I speak to the Hasbro guys. But
yeah, and there's no tiers as of yet, so I'd be excited to see what they actually add to this going forward, if they're going to put any tiers on it.
do you think they will?
They did with the pack, didn't they? They gave us a bunch of weird little bits. It didn't have to be major,
Yeah, like
but they threw little things in, didn't they?
Little Marshmallow Man figures, didn't you? Like the little.
So I wonder if they'll add some of them like to this again. That could be a way of keeping that little Marshmallow series alive, and just put 3 more of those in a different style.
Yeah.
Covered
I
in green slime this time around.
I think the thing that disappointed me about it was that they did such a big, like the videos and everything was so much fun to watch. We said this, didn't we? That it'd probably be a trap or a PKE meter or something, but I don't know. I didn't think that it would be. That makes sense. I kind of was expecting something really mind blowing. Like
I was hoping for a wave of ghosts.
Oh, that'd be good.
Because like the way they did the thing where they were saying it's something big, and then they showed Stay Puft. They did the whole recreation of the scene with the library ghost. So I was kind of assuming that maybe they're going to do the library ghost where you get like the woman version, the evil ghost demon version. Then they could throw in one of the devil dogs and then Stay Puft, and that would be like a wave of monsters for Ghostbusters. Yeah. I think that would be quite cool.
I mean, that's for me as well. Ghostbusters, it was a massive one when I was a kid. Like the real Ghostbusters cartoon, all over it. The movies, absolutely loved them, knew them word for word. But the toy line, like the Kenner toy line, the thing that made it really cool for me was all the ghosts, like all of the kind of villains, if you like, because you had your staple kind of characters, and then yes, they did release them in different costumes and stuff that were very much like the kind of Batman figures back in the day, but you had a whole range of ghosts that you could collect. And as a kid, you would have 2 or 3 of them or whatever that you got for your birthday or whatnot, and you'd play with your mate who would have another couple of them, and then together you would have all these ghosts, and you'd still only have the 4 Ghostbusters. And I think that's something that's missing from an adult collector point of view with the Plasma series. It's very heavy on the suits and not so much on the ghosts.
I think that's the thing, is that I've seen a lot of people that still like that Slimer from Diamond Select. The price on that thing keeps going up because Hasbro have not made a Slimer, so the price of the Diamond Select like movie looking Slimer to go with the Ghostbuster set sells like hotcakes.
I can't believe how low I sold mine for.
Oh,
I literally sold mine for like 20 quid. Like it was like Dude. I had all the Diamond Select fit. I've still got the rooftop diorama. Like I'm missing like 2 bits, but I sold mine off for like pennies. So I was like, I just want it gone. I had the animated one and the movie one. Had both of them.
Nice.
Yeah, but this was meh. Did you see the Transformers stuff?
No.
So they've done a Surf Pizza Stranger Things crossover.
Oh Jesus.
Which I don't understand why. Like it's the one I'm talking about. The
Oh Jesus. This pizza van.
Yeah.
I suppose. I see it. Yeah, they're gonna do it, aren't they? I don't blame them.
I'm just having a look now.
It's a $44.99. I've got it up on screen. $44.99. Transformers Collaborative Stranger Things Code Red.
What?
I'm on Hasbro Pulse.
Yeah. Why have I not got 1027 coming up?
No idea.
That's weird, isn't it?
The whole thing's in German at the top, so I've got. Yeah, I'm on the weird. It says UK.Hasbro Pulse though on my thing.
Yeah, it's weird.
I've got a random bit of German on there for some reason.
Here we go. No, I've got it now. I need to refresh the page. Yeah, I'm just having a look, see if there's anything else that I've missed off. But yeah, that Stranger Things transform, I don't get it. I do not get it.
It's another cross. The Transformers line love doing the crossovers.
Ah, mate, have you seen? Look, Scarlet Spider is already sold out.
It will do. Yep.
It's already sold out. It went live to the mainstream people 6 minutes ago, and it's already sold out.
And then, of course, we've got the G.I. Joe classified clutch with Vamp. That was pretty cool.
That was cool. That was cool.
$104.99. Damn. But yeah, the figure with it looks pretty nice. I do like the figure.
But see, this is kind of what I'm saying about Ghosts with the Ghostbusters. G.I. Joe, it was all about the vehicles.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it was all about the stuff that went with the figures. So I think that the guys at G.I. Joe are kind of doing it right. They're giving us the animals. They're giving us the vehicles. They're giving us the big weapons. Because you think about the amount of bikes that we've had, the amount of kind of, like, even the big HasLab, and now we're getting like £100 for a big Jeep. Like,
it's cool.
It's not bad at all.
Although you could get the Hasbro, not Hasbro. Who made the Warthog for Halo? You could get that and just custom it a little bit.
Yeah,
it won't cost you that much, but still cool.
I'm actually really annoyed. I'm really annoyed that this Scarlet Spider's sold out already. I'm really annoyed.
I think I always bought G.I. Joe for the wrong reasons, to be fair. I like G.I. Joe, but I bought them just as plain military men to have in like diorama shots with like Predator. That's the main reason I bought them.
I was the same. I literally have no G.I. Joe figures now.
But the thing is, I bought a few that were like in the traditional greens, like the green camouflage armors, and then I got a bit into it, and then I sort of like saw the one that looked like the Native American character. Then they made the rock and roller character, and then it just spiraled. I was like, what am I doing? And then before I knew what I had like 20 G.I. Joes in my collection. Like, I don't even like G.I. Joe.
No,
why do I keep buying them?
I was exactly the same, and I was just kind of like, you know what? I don't need all of these. I didn't have any Snake Eyes, and then I ended up with about 6. I was like, well, what's actually going on here? Like, Stug though, Stug's in the chat. How you doing, Stug? Not spoke to you in a while actually. Good to see you back, my friend. G.I. Joe Hasbro team are killing it. They really are. They are a really passionate team. They're really fun to watch. And I think that's why I'm kind of still invested a little bit in the line, just because it is enjoyable to kind of watch what they're doing and where they're going. This is a good one though. Magmatron, just because it's 3 dinosaurs. Three dinosaurs
that come together to make one big. That's cool. A combiner one.
Yeah.
No, don't get me wrong. Like, just because I don't collect a lot of the Hasbro stuff anymore doesn't mean that I don't enjoy seeing what they do. It's not that I'm not a fan of them anymore. It's just that I don't feel like I need to collect them right now. Doesn't mean I won't in the future. It's just for me right now. I've had enough of it, and I've been collecting it since 2016. So I'm just off the wagon a little bit for the minute, but I still enjoy looking at what's coming out and what stuff they're producing.
Yeah, I think it's what I find really interesting about Hasbro as well is that their brands are really different. Like, you look at Transformers, the detail and the articulation in a Transformers figure compared to a Marvel Legends or a Star Wars Black Series, like, they're completely different. And the things that people that collect Star Wars, for example, the things that they will complain about, the Transformer guys have no issue with, you know? So it's very interesting.
What I don't understand is the 2 packs over on the Marvel side will run you between 50 and 60 quid. But yet they've released the Mace Windu and Clone Trooper pack, which is $44.99, which is only £10 more than the deluxe.
I know.
The pricing's all over the place. I wish they would make a bit more of a universal pricing point.
I think
feels so sporadic.
The Star Wars have the single joint knees though, don't they? And single joint elbows. So they're not engineered quite the same. So I'm just making sure I'm getting a Last Stand Spider-Man. After I've missed out on that Scarlet Spider. To be fair, that Scarlet Spider was never going for general release.
No.
Like that just wasn't happening. And the fact that you could order 2 per customer and they were available for an hour to Hasbro Pulse premium people. Yeah.
Yeah. Third party probably still got them though. Have you looked at like CNC or something?
No, but they're a Pulse exclusive.
Ah, okay, yeah, of course they are. Polcom.
Yeah.
Stupid.
I'm sure that they'll be available. Like they're not gonna release a figure like Scarlet Spider and not make it readily available. Like it's just it's not going to happen. It will be available. So, but yeah, I think we're definitely going to see some more though. I think we'll definitely see some more tomorrow.
I've just noticed. Look who's back in stock with CNC. It's Blade. If anyone in the UK needs a Blade, jump on it. It'll sell out again. $25.99 is not bad either. It'll sell out.
Yeah.
Blade.
He is a really awesome figure. I don't even know where mine is. I don't know if he's available. But...
And they've got their pre-orders up right now as well for the Gaming Great Starkiller single carded $24.99. Again, not bad because that includes your postage with CNC as well. So that's not a bad price.
I'm actually going to catch up with him over tomorrow. I'm going to go and have a chat with him.
You're going to go have a chat with him and be like, hey, why didn't you use my picture?
No, not at all. Not at all. No, I'm coming to...
You're gonna be over there and be like, do you know who I am? I am Jacob's Toys, my friend.
No, I've done pictures for him before. I'm not like that, Sorrell. Like, that's not me at all. No, the pictures that they used are actually really good.
I can imagine you rocking up to MCM tomorrow, like, let me in. Do you not know who I am? Are you not entertained?
When do I ever behave like that? I'm the most humble person. But no, I will be there.
I just make sure I rock up to MCM in shorts and they see the logo and I put a bit of a limp on as I'm walking in. Come this way, sir. Come this way. I can't have you walking around. Oh, thank you. And then as I like pass them, like, see ya.
No, I'm excited. I am excited about it tomorrow, though. It's going to be, and literally, I get there, like, doors open at 9:00, and at 11:30, the Hasbro panel takes place. So it's
straight
like,
in.
Yeah, I'm speaking to the Hasbro guys in the afternoon. Got a couple of other things set up during the day, but yeah, literally 2 hours, 2.5 hours after the doors open, the Hasbro panel's on. So, expect more pictures to be online. I probably won't be posting pictures, just I'm gonna film the panels and just put them out there for people to watch.
Nice.
But yeah,
who are you looking forward to seeing?
What, at the convention?
Yeah.
I've heard Jacob's Toys is going to be there. No. I don't know, to be honest. Yeah. Jason Page, I'm excited to catch up with. Like, he's very enthusiastic. It would be cool to speak to Ryan face to face. Like, yeah, I don't know really.
Right. By Ryan, do you mean our Ryan or Ryan Ting?
No, Ryan Ting. You know what? I even asked Ryan to come with me tomorrow. I even offered him a pass to come with me tomorrow, but he's got COVID, so he can't.
Yeah, he said he's got COVID after coming back from New York, hasn't he?
Yeah, so yeah, I was like, well, there you go. But no, I don't know. I'm going down with my friend Brad. Brad's not been to MCM before, so that's going to be fun. But yeah, we're gonna have a good time. We've got kind of like a bunch of stuff planned, so gonna try to catch up with a bunch of cosplayers as well. Yeah, got a full itinerary.
I'm looking forward to seeing Amber and Natasha from Winnie the Pooh. They were the two female characters in it, and then we've got we've got Megan Lockhurst as well, who was in the Robert the Doll movie, amongst other sort of B-list category kind of horror movies. So that should be fun. And then when I go to Unleashed on the Sunday, that's usually Unleashed have all the Doctor Who's. So I'm looking forward to seeing the usual faces, and Clemso is going to be there as well, of course. Clemso is always at Unleashed events. I get to see Clemso quite regular. So I'll catch up with Clem about figures. He always has a good chat with me about Marvel Legends.
Oh, wicked.
I always say to him, why hasn't he got a figure yet? He needs a figure so we can review it together.
Yeah, he's been in so many Marvel films. I'm surprised that he hasn't got a figure. But no, I'm excited to see what is on offer as well. I want to try to stop by as many of the retailer stores as I can, just to sort of see if there's anything kind of up for grabs, anything that's worth picking up. Jada Toys are there as well. They've got a full Jurassic Park Wrangler Jeep in the middle of the hall as well. So, yeah. Andy
Andy, yeah. I
Believe
won't be going
you can
live. I'm at both cons as a retailer myself. So Mrs. SuperSorrell will be running the stall whilst I'm running around doing the convention stuff. So I might go live in the afternoon, but it depends on the internet in the venue, to be honest. But I definitely will be filming while I'm there. So there'll be plenty of shorts and stuff popping up over the course of the day.
Yeah, that's the same for me as well. Last time I went there, the internet to go live is not as good as you would expect.
I remember when Rich did it for me when he went down to Star Wars, and it was horrendous Wi-Fi signals.
It's what my plan to do is I will record the panels and I will put them out as soon as I've recorded them. Like as soon as they're done, I'll upload them. But the internet just there isn't that great. I've done some live there before and they're so laggy and they just drop in and out and it's just not worth it. So if I set it up and I'll record it and I'll put it up as soon as possible, I'm sure there'll be a ton of people that will be sharing pictures and stuff. So before my videos are even up, the pictures would have circulated the internet. But I will put out the full panel tomorrow at some point.
Yeah. I've just found the bloody names of the people that are at my Sunday event now. So Julian Glover, I'll be seeing Julian Glover, Clemso, and Josh Herdman. I always like winding Josh Herdman up. He's quite funny. He was the guy from Harry Potter that was one of the. He was what's he called? Draco's little henchman.
Yeah.
There was two of them, wasn't there? There was the one that got fired for being a bit of a terrorist, and then there was the other guy.
Is he the one that got really buff, or the other one?
Yeah, he's the one that got really buff and became a cage fighter.
Yeah.
So it's kind of weird. But the last time we were at a convention, he was sat reading his book because it was quite quiet in the afternoon and there was no one coming to him. So he was sat reading his book, and my wife, I can't believe she did this, she secretly filmed him and then put the scene from the film where Drake goes, "I didn't know you could read," and put that over the top of it. And he sent that and literally tagged him in it as a TikTok. Like, you know, I realize that this man is a cage fighter. Like, if he comes for you, I'm not helping. So I thought that was the funniest thing ever. So if you look back at my TikTok and that, you'll probably find that video. It's so funny. Just poor Josh sat there reading his book. Draco over the top. I didn't know you could read.
Amazing. But we are coming back on Sunday. We'll be doing a regular show on Sunday. Despite the fact that we've both been at conventions all weekend, we'll have quite a lot to talk about what we've seen. And we'll put in a segment, put in an interview or something somewhere as well.
Yeah, one thing I wanted to ask you guys while you're in the chat and stuff, if you wouldn't mind answering this question in the comments for us, and for those people that are watching this back on demand, if you could let us know which night do you prefer on a weekend to watch, on a Saturday night or a Sunday night. If you could let us know, that would be really helpful, because we are thinking about maybe moving to a Saturday potentially, same time, but just on a Saturday, because we did seem to get a few more people in the chat when we did the Saturday stream the other week. So we're just contemplating, would you guys prefer Saturday or Sunday night? Let us know in the comments, please.
Yeah, that'd be really helpful. Cool. Yeah, let us know. Cool. All right, well, listen, Sorrell, enjoy your convention.
Yeah, enjoy MCM.
I will. I'll send you some pictures, send me some bits, and we'll chat on Sunday.
I think it's funny, the Geek Week in Review is handling both the northern Comic Cons and the southern ones all in one day.
We're just the north-south divide. We're just like the opposite. But yeah, thank you very much, everyone that's joined in this little special episode. We just wanted to get it out there. We're going to try to do a few more of these as things pop up, whether it be kind of movies drop or things like this where information's out, and instead of waiting for the regular show, just jumping on and kind of covering them. So there will be more Geek Week extra. I think that's what I'll put it in as the thumbnail, but we'll think of a better name. Anyway, thank you very much. Catch us on Sunday. Have a great show tomorrow, Sorrell. And
you too, mate.
Keep it geek.